Welcome traders to our end of week technical analysis video for you guys to enjoy. So this blue vertical line represents the last point in which we left off. And as you can see, we have a decent little bit of information and some quite exciting news for gold. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do our normal thing. We're going to mark up what has happened and go over it piece by piece with our path. We're also going to head over to our minute 15 just to see, have a little bit more information and a little bit more to go off of. So as you can see, the last point we left off, we saw that price was testing this level of 2797. Price had a slight retracement. That is not where I wanted to put the path. Had a slight retracement back down, testing sort of a sort of lower time frame range, and then we broke up to a new all-time high at 2830. We then saw price sort of consolidate and continue to test this previous resistance as a support, giving us multiple break and retest patterns before price then became bullish again. And we saw price touch a new all-time high of 2845. Price then retraced, and then we sort of had a consolidation phase, and then the same thing, new all-time highs and just higher highs and higher lows created up throughout these new all-time highs created. We then saw a new all-time high of 2876. Price then retraced, giving us many break and retest patterns, and then the all-time high for gold as of right now is this level here at 2882. As you see and as you can know, we are nearing that 2900 mark, which is great for gold. Positive news for gold at the minute. And yeah, as you can see, since that new all-time high was touched, we did sort of break trend here, and then price came back up, and we are now currently testing this common resistance. As you know, we are now trading inside no man's land, and we don't have any point of interest or anything else marked up. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and find our new points of interest. What we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to do it properly here. So we're going to go to our line chart just so we don't have too much of the noise from the candlesticks and the wicks and whatnot. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and grab our new point of interest. So we have one here. As you can see, price tested as resistance. This was a new all-time high since we last left off at 2830. Price then came as support. We're going to mark from top to bottom, bottom to top and left to right. That's the best way to mark up your charts. There's another level here, a smaller level. We're just going to sort of go through and find the key levels that we can see with our own eyes, and then we can sort of touch things up when we go over to the candlesticks again. So as you can see, we are definitely marking in a decent number of points of interest. The reason why, and I don't want to go into too much detail because we are releasing a course in the foreseeable future, but the reason why we're marking in points of interest where we are is because we can see that this certain level has tested as a support and a resistance significantly. As you can see, we found resistance here, new all-time high, and then multiple times we came down to test this level as a support. It's going to be the same for this sort of resistance here that we're marking in now. As you can see, it is a common resistance as well. It's just a common point which in the market is reflecting as a resistance, indicating to us that it is a point of interest or a area or level that we want to take into consideration. And then obviously we're going to mark in our all-time high. What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and go to our candlesticks now. We can just sort of touch things up, make sure we're grabbing the right areas. As you can see, looking at what we've marked in, everything does look good. So yeah, that's going to be our chart fully marked up. As of right now, we don't have much left of the day. Maybe another 12, I think. Yeah, we got around 12 hours until the market closes at 10 p.m. tonight GMT. As it goes for news, I believe if I just check my economic calendar, which it is down here, we have NFP and non-farm payrolls. So as you guys know, the NFP non-farm payroll is a high impacting news event that will most definitely impact gold and increase volatility and volume within the markets. So we will advise and recommend you not to trade around this time. The news will drop at 1:30 p.m. GMT. That's 1:30 p.m. GMT. As of right now, though, we are in London session. We're going to be leading up to sort of that news event and then inside to New York session. As you can see, we've had this resistance at around 2869 tested multiple times. We are just going to sort of mark up what we could potentially see, just some sort of probable moves. We could see a consolidation phase where we just sort of see price throughout the rest of this London session test between these two levels of around 2870 and 2860. That's one thing that we could potentially see. We could also see price continue through this sort of bottom level and continue on to the lower levels, perhaps 2851 or even 2844. We could see something like that. That's for the bearish scenarios. The bullish scenarios, we could definitely see a sort of retracement down. We could also see price come to around the 2865 mark and then continue on to test that new all-time high. If we see a break of that level, price most likely will continue, and then at some point once we sort of find a top around this area, the next all-time high will probably be either 2895 or 29. So that's going to be our that's what's going to be on our radar for gold. That's sort of the price that we're going to be looking at. So yeah, there's not actually much to really go over, even though there is quite a lot of information. We can go to our daily actually, and just sort of have a look what's happened since we last left off. As you can see, price has just continued on bullish. We've been bullish for a very long while now. If I go ahead and zoom all the way out, as you can see, we have been in this bull run for a significant time since October 2022. Gold has been bullish. If I go ahead and go to our weekly, you can see even more. Gold has been bullish sort of since the start, since 13th of September 1976. Imagine holding longs from there. But yeah, so yeah, gold's been bullish. It will always continue bullish. It's just one of those assets and materials that are scarce and always going to be valuable. But as you can see, if I go ahead and just zoom all the way in, this is this week. As you can see, another bullish week, another great week for gold, really touching new all-time highs. And yeah, so we're going to go to our hour 4, just have a little look, see if there's anything else that we want to mark him. As you can see, we have again just bullish. We see slight retracements, which we could potentially see now. We could see another retracement all the way down to 2842. I highly doubt that we will see gold drop back into that 2700 range. If it does, price will most likely continue, and we most likely will see a bearish flip for gold over the high time frames. But gold is very strong right now, and yeah, it's just buys all the way. It's longs all the way at the minute. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for our end of week technical analysis. Not much to go over other than new all-time highs have been created. Slight retracement, as you know, in a bullish or bearish trend, there's always going to be retracements the other way, allowing the pair or material or whatever it is you're trading to build up the volume needed to push on higher past that previous high that it created. In this case, it's higher highs. So yeah, anything could happen for gold, really. It sort of depends on whether this news is positive for gold or not. If I go ahead and have a look here. So as you can see, we've had a forecast of 170. Our previous was 256. So this probably will be a positive news event for gold. But as you know, news, the market always recorrects itself after news. So like we could see something like this. We could see like maybe, let's see, 130. We could see something here. We could see candlestick will come all the way up through the non-farm payroll, but price will eventually sort itself out and recorrect itself. So we most likely will see a big bullish push and then a bearish retracement back to where it was before the news kicked in, and vice versa the same way. But yeah, that's going to be it for our end of week technical analysis. I understand that this week has been another amazing week for our traders and inside our VIP channels, which is just all round positive. It's always good when you guys are enjoying the signals and making some decent profit from them. Don't forget to withdraw some of the profits for yourself and make sure you're sticking to that strict risk management. Remember, these are all recommendations. You don't have to follow it. I understand that some traders have their own strategy when attacking signals, especially ours. So yeah, but that's going to be it for our end of week technical analysis. I hope you've all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.